Hello, I'm the Cartographer, and this is the 6th video in my Fallout 76 Post-Wastelanders main quest series. We are still here in Flatwoods, where we were last time, but we are now leaving. We have finally read all the lore here, we have finished the quests that we have to do here, and now we have to go up to Morgantown Airport, the last known location of the responders. In fact, let's take a look at the map and we can check the route we're going to follow. We're going to take this road up here to the north, we're going to follow the interstate up, then take Highway 64 to the east, and we'll either follow the rail line up or we'll just head on in through Morgantown and follow this road up to the Morgantown Airport. But we're not going to actually run the entire way because this little stretch right here has nothing more than a few dogs, a dead deer, and a little brother to steal checkpoint. So instead we're going to fast travel to the Wayward, which is currently the closest location that we have, and we're going to follow the road up. Alright, let's keep going. There's Besie right there. Love Besie. Let's just go interact with her real quick again.
Comforting moo.
Okay. Sorry, that just makes me laugh. Okay. We're going to keep on heading up this highway past this little destroyed fusion flea right here. We're going to go up to the Slocums Joe up here. That's a chain of coffee bars that you can find. Well, I guess cafes would also work for that, and donut shops that you can also find up in Boston in Fallout 4. This one has been overtaken by different types of enemies that you can potentially find here. Sometimes you'll find the little liberator bots, the little Chinese liberator bots. Sometimes you'll find feral ghouls, sometimes the Scorched. This time it looks like the Scorched, and usually there's a little battleground, but let's see what's up there. Can't tell. But we got a couple fire caps here. Interesting little mutated mushrooms back there. Oh! There we go. Luckily with this gun, it's pretty much a one-hit kill no matter where it goes in. That's of course not the case always. I've found myself continuously disappointed in trying to do a stealth single-shot rifle gameplay. It's just, it doesn't add up, or it doesn't match up to better types of weapons and stuff. The Raider scum that are currently up here are hostile to us. But if we were to side with them through the Wastelanders main quest, or at the very least work with them a bit, we get to the point where they are not hostile towards us. That was weird. There must be another feral ghoul here. Because, no, whenever okay, so this bug has been showing up lately a little bit. I'm aiming at at Raider scum right there. That's the actual name of the enemy. And I'm getting feral ghoul showing up in the little name tag there at the top. I had this happen the other day with plants, where whenever I'd try to go in to harvest them, they'd show up as chairs. Now you'd still be harvesting plants, you couldn't actually sit on the plant in the same way that these guys aren't actually feral ghouls just because their name shows up as the feral ghoul name. Okay, so yeah, this one was actually was a ghoul, but was a sentient ghoul. Okay, we're going to check out this place a little bit. You know what? We're going to take a different route, because I always take that exact same route up to the Morgantown Airport. This time we're going to go up past Arktos Pharma, and then go up that way. Because I typically actually go through the Golly Mine. I'm not going to go through the Golly Mine, because the Golly Mine is now central to the quest that you do for the Wayward. A little bit of ammo there that I like, and I can break down some stuff, and I think I just picked up a piece of armor. That's good. Well, better than what I'm currently wearing. Okay, I should really have checked the other people too for more armor. I keep forgetting this is not one of my high-level characters here. Okay, some better armor there for the chest as well, and potentially a better hunting rifle. Yes, and let's actually favorite that. Unfavorite this first. Oop. There we go. Okay. So the interesting thing about this place is the little room down here behind it. Okay, and there's a note here on the ground. Justin's note. So it finally happened. What the government and news kept saying. A giant war and bombs and missiles and stuff. And a lot of people panicking, trying to get into Vault 76. It was pretty crazy out there for a while, and I got separated from everyone. My friends, my family. But it's alright. I'll find them again someday. And I know Christian and the others can handle themselves. So, for now, it's time to go exploring. West Virginia may be a little wilder than it used to be, but no one can handle those roads like me. Justin Cole. Alright, and presumably this is where Justin was sleeping for a while. I've never met Justin or found his body anywhere, so you never know. Let's scrap some stuff here. Which reminds me, I mean, it's not in any way related to what we're doing right here, but I'm doing more research for my Brotherhood of Steel video, and I realized that there may be another member of the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel that's still alive. The original Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel, I should say. So, just a little bit of a spoilery thing there for my upcoming lore video at some point. Hopefully this weekend, we'll see. Okay. Lot of lore to cover for that, so... Anyway, let's head up this hill towards Arktos Pharma. Arctus Pharma was a pharmaceutical company, obviously from the name of it, but they had some interesting stuff going on there. I've never actually been able to properly do the event there called Project Paradise. It's just... I can never find people to do the thing with, and whenever it does show up, you know, no one seems to want to do it, but it's, the event also rarely seems to happen. Anyway, we'll head up this way. Yeah, the little glowing piles of ash back there are leftovers from the events of the Waywards robot, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, going into that place. Alright, we're nearing the top, but we do have a nice view of the area behind us. Here we go, Arktos Pharma truck. And the Arktos Pharma building. I'm not entirely sure why they chose a roaring bear as their icon, but there you have it. This was the pre-war workplace of cutthroat raider boss David Thorpe. He was a corporate raider before he became a an actual raider. And we got some Arktos Pharma iBots coming after us here. There we go. Alright, let's head up this way. So we're actually getting our first view of Morgantown here. That is VTU, or Vault-Tec University, right there. You can also see a little bit of the track running around there. And that's from the from Morgantown's Rapid Mass Transit System. It's a unique thing. At least I haven't heard about that sort of thing anywhere else. It's not actually vehicles, and this is in the real world. In the game, it's a monorail, but in the real world, it's actually like little individual vehicles, wheeled vehicles, running around a road, effectively, an elevated road that runs around the town. It's really interesting. I think it's from the 60s, but it's been, geez, a year and a half since I did more lore video on that, and that was the last time I looked into that. I keep hearing something. I think, yeah. Okay, possum. Alright, the road here is just gone. But luckily it's not too difficult to follow. Is that just a scavenger over there?
What's that over there?
Yep. Okay. And here we are at the border of Morgantown. Now, it wasn't too difficult a route. Only a couple of iBots along the way. You know, if you don't consider the Slocums Joe enemies. Okay, there's the train yard. I typically go through it, but you know what? We're gonna go around it this time. In fact, we're gonna go through the little pub over here because there's an interesting note with strange pricing on it. And I say that because in the Fallout universe, it takes place, well, the end of the world took place in 2077. And just as in our world, where things that, you look at like the price of things from like the 1950s, and they're ridiculously cheap compared to now, but of course they're not really. The products are, they are cheaper, but they're also much cheaper because of inflation. And so you like look at like a gallon of gas at like a quarter, you know, and it looks significantly cheaper, and that's because it is, but at the same time, a quarter in the 1950s or 1970s or whenever is worth more than a quarter is today. And so when you look at the Fallout universe, you see things like boxes of donuts for 30 bucks, right? So it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, and we just picked up a quest, the Bureau of Tourism. That's another main quest that they added with either Wild Appalachia, Wastelanders, or Nuclear Winter. It was to get people to actually go up to Grafton, because up until they added that, there was no point. But anyway, back to inflation. There's strange pricing on some things in here, and to be completely honest, I think that they occasionally forget the fact that the Fallout universe has the ridiculous inflation that it has, because the crazy pricing doesn't carry over to everything. Now let's drop down here. I hear another feral ghoul, or another scorched, I mean, but I don't know where they are. There we go. And that seems to have been it. Okay, so yeah, we're here in this little, what's it called, Portside Pub. Let me take a look at the map. Yep, Portside Pub. And if we head down to the bar, I think it's on the bar that they have the, looks like some sort of event was taking place here. But here in the bar, they have a list of their prices, if I can find it. Ammunition and a shotgun. Okay, here we go. Portside Pub happy hour menu. Appetizers, Captain's Franks, Seagull's Wings, $27, Fried Calamari, $45, Barnacle Burger, $36, Pound O' Peel and Eat Shrimp, $1, Double Order, $105, Soup New England Clam Chowder, $15, Salad, $42, and drinks, $6 for seltzer water. So again, these seem to be reasonably inflated with the ridiculous inflation of the Fallout universe. Why is a pound of peel and eat shrimp only $1? Now, again, this could be some sort of error made by the developers, or it could be that this place was, I don't know, maybe not offering people shrimp, like actual shrimp, and advertising it as shrimp. I don't know what that is. It's always seems strange to me that they are offering a pound of peel and eat shrimp for $1. Anyway, I know that's a weird thing to focus on, but let's head over this way. A bot stop right there wasn't quite finished. If it had been, there would have been an Enclave daily that we could do there. But here we are at the Morgantown Airport, and this was the seat of the responders after they lost their outpost in Charleston. Oop, forgot there are a lot of scorched over here. There they go. Now, the last time I was here before the surveil video, when I was here for the main quest last time, it was, I believe the airport was unaltered. Could be misremembering that. I do know that the Morgantown Airport surveil video I did here was actually the last one that the earliest one that I currently still have the original footage of, because my external hard drive fried. Yeah. Anyway. I'm still frustrated about that. I think it was something related to a Windows update that screwed things up. And given that the other day I had to reprocess a video because of Windows update, I'm still a little mad at Microsoft about all of that stuff. Okay, little infirmary tent out here. Some first aid supplies, binoculars there. Got some petrified corpses. I don't think I've mentioned petrified corpses yet. If you haven't played the game, understand that petrified corpses are formerly scorched. Those red guys that have been running at us. They just end up freezing in place and kind of burn out. Got a dead soldier here. And this is the weird thing. Like, it's hard to tell if this was something that was left over from back when this place was destroyed by the bombs, and they've just left the corpse here, or if maybe a member of the responders was actually wearing army fatigues, but you don't typically see that. So anyway, terminal right here, triage center terminal, Alpha Station, log, last stocked by volunteer Lucas de Blasion, and this is the guy I mentioned in the funeral home back in Flatwoods as potentially being the Lucas that was in there, and I'm probably mispronouncing that, but anyway. There was a rotten pie in the safe. I removed it. I'm not going to say I'm mad, I'm just disappointed. We have coolers for food, okay? And we can open the safe here. And let's see what's in there. Stim packs and buff out. Take it all. Alright, and again, there's the Morgantown monorail station. Again, in the real life, it's not actually a monorail. But there is actually a transit system like that with the elevated platform and everything like that. Anyway. Let's head in here. Actually, we don't have the proper quest activated right now, I don't think. Let's see, there we go. Okay, final departure. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. We got a vertibird crashing through the roof. Okay. There are a lot of scorched in here. Oh, yeah, I did pick up that shotgun, didn't I? And we are going to be at close range with these enemies here. Let's see, oh, can't use it yet. Unfortunately, I don't have a pump action shotgun, which I believe is the first shotgun you can get that is usable at level 5. But, oop, meant to shoot in the head, not the left arm. Oh well. And I can use a stim pack. There we go. Okay, let's keep moving through here. Alright, so we've got dead responders. This is the leftovers from the siege of the Morgantown Airport and the final assault of the Scorched on the responders here. And we got this basically little battle plan here, and even a note called battle plan. Establish fronts of the baggage claim, arrivals, and gates. Find anything solid and begin barricading. Baggage claim should pull back to utility. Hold out there as long as you can before regrouping at arrivals. Arrivals retreat point is security. Get everyone in and lock the gate behind you. If all else fails, everyone falls back to command. Good luck. Okay, and we're going to see that all else did fail. Of course, if you've played the game before, you know that. Back in 2096, this all fell apart. Lack of cooperation between the various survivor groups after the war was just disastrous in the face of the scorched plague. There we go. I was aiming at the wrong thing. I only have 4 bullets of this left, so we're gonna have to try out a different gun. My guess is 10mm pistol because I keep picking up ammo for it. Okay. I always sneak, even if I don't have any particular sneak points because of the bonus you get for sneak attacks. Oh. And for the fact that it might work to keep them from seeing you for just a little while. There we go. But sneak perks are definitely necessary for proper sneaking. We need to pull out a gun, an actual working gun here. There we go. This isn't the gun I want to use, but it'll work for the moment. Until I'm not being attacked. There we go. Now let's grab the gun I actually want, which is this one. Oh, there you go. Short pump action shotgun. We'll use that as well. And there we go. Okay. This is going to be better at short range anyway. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, man, I need to heal. Didn't realize how low that was. Uh-oh. Jeez. Oops. I need to remember that I am not wearing very good armor right now. Oh, there we go. There's a pump action shotgun as well. Always a good idea to pick up weapons that you haven't broken down all that much, because when you do, you can break them down and get plans for mods for that same gun. Okay. Alright, where are the guys that killed me before? Let's grab everything out of here. There they are. Man, it sounded like they were shooting a shotgun. Okay, and they were. But it looked like they were holding a pistol. So, anyway though, let's go through here. Okay. Now we're temporarily going to be heading up. But we will be coming back down, just into a different area. Okay, little storage area behind what was once their bartering area. And back before, jeez, I think nuclear winter, maybe, the update? Jeez Louise. Oh, man. As I was saying, back before nuclear winter, that area actually had a working vendor bot in it. This place was completely changed in with nuclear winter. Again, it might be Wild Apple. I can't remember. The airport though was not originally like this. You could not access the underground at all. In fact, let's try it from a little bit of range rather than charging in. There we go. Okay. That noise was the metal detector going off over here whenever people were going through with guns. Okay, so we got the trading post rules here. All livestock must be weighed. Calves are bartered goods only. Quartermaster decisions are final. Yes, including the robot. And again, that robot's right over here. This guy used to be living, used to be able to sell us things, and we could buy sell him things as well. Outgoing trades: pumpkins, 15 caps or trade. Ammo, 5 caps or trade. And it's just changed to 5 caps per bullet, which is significant. Medicine, trade only or case by case. Scrap wood, 4 caps or trade. Bobby pins sold out. Produce every week. Okay. We got a Nuka-Cola Quantum over here. I'm going to grab that. Now, we're going to keep on going around here. There's more lore to see, though. Right over here. Responders database. We've actually seen this before, I believe. Well, we can dispense rations. Volunteers may only receive 1 set of rations until the training program is complete. Dispense rations. Confirm. There we go. Messages. And these are the messages that we saw back in Flatwoods. Anyway, though, let's head over this way. We're going to take a peek down this way. And they've got this bathroom here that they appear to have turned into a jail. Or maybe some sort of a secure storage place. Rat poison there. Made out of lead. Always grabbed that. Good to grab that, I mean. Oop. A bit of a glitch there. Or maybe I bumped into something and the game moved me. And that area is blocked up. But if we head back this way, we can head back past the metal detector. Or go through it and make a beep. There you go. And we can head over here. Now, we unfortunately can't go up to the right yet because we need the ID card, but we can find that ID card down here. Like I said, we're going back down to the other side of the basement. Okay, we got more scorched in here. Okay, and there's one more at least. Okay. Alright. And here we go. Here's the ID card. And a dead responder that was holding it. And then there's also the closet note, which doesn't really make any sense because it's clearly written by 2 people, but nobody really adds, I can't remember what it's called, the 3 periods right there at the very bottom. And nobody adds, I guess people might add exclamation points, but I even have to question them putting question marks on. I don't know. I don't know. Be quiet. They don't know we're in here. Are we all that's left? I think so. What do we do? They'll leave eventually, right? We could be in here for days. What other options do we have? We're screwed no matter what. I'll distract them long enough for you to escape. Just give it some time. I'm doing this. Be ready. Please, no. No! Again, it seems a little ridiculous. It's almost like they didn't really want to have to record a holotape, so instead they... I'm talking about the developers. Didn't want to have to record a holotape, so they just put a note in there with the script for the holotape. Anyway, let's go through here. Upstairs. Okay, and yeah, I keep somehow forgetting that there are tons of scorched all over this place still. Okay. Oop. I took care of one of them that I wasn't even shooting at. There we go. There they are. Oh, it's a legendary enemy. There we go. And... there we go. Alright, just got to level 6. I don't actually know if I even took my last level. I mean the last skill point and stuff that I got for my last level. I'm not sure. But there's more lore to see in here. Okay, we got more dead responders. We got another note here. Responders' last words. If Jeff or Melody or someone else finds this, I'm happy to know that someone made it out. But I think it's the end of the line for us. Tanner and Jansen aren't doing so great, and I'm not far behind them. It's still hard for me to come to grips that those things used to be our friends, our family. I can't take the thought of us changing and hurting other people too, so I won't let it happen. If the last thing I can do is to make sure that we stay ourselves, then I'm okay with that. Serving with you has been the highest honor. Caleb Widmer, paramedic, Morgantown EMS. Okay. So, they knew they were changing into the Scorched, they had gotten the plague, and so they took their own lives rather than change. Okay, and let's see, we got a chemistry workbench here. Actually, I think I've got a couple weapons that... Oh, didn't mean to actually get up to it there. Let's scrap a couple of guns real quick. Alright, let's keep on moving. So, there's a bathroom here you can go into. Some horrific stuff that took place in here. I don't even know exactly what to make of that. And that as well. We got another one right there. Again, it's almost like this thing is like saying the Scorched were eating people, but that's not been my experience with this. Another one right there. Again, as far as I know, the Scorched aren't flesh-eating zombies or anything. We got a note here. Mission to Abigail. Tammy, I know the mountains are dangerous right now, but we need to get a report from the Free States. The farmers are in a bad way, worried about the broadcast from the Brotherhood of Steel, so find someone that can get to Abigail's Bunker up past the Red Rocket Megastop. Ask her the following. Defiance is that Brotherhood headquarters, right? Are the Brotherhood okay? What's coming for us? Is everyone okay over there? I know the Brotherhood hasn't made any friends lately, but the whole thing is very disturbing. Maria. So, they got the message Defiance has fallen, but the groups were so animated against each other that the responders didn't even know what Fort Defiance was. Which, again, the broadcast that came from over the mountains was Defiance has fallen. And that was literally meaning that Fort Defiance had fallen to the Scorched Plague, and to the Scorched Beasts, and to the Scorched. But the responders didn't believe that the Scorched Beasts were a real threat. They believed that the Brotherhood was exaggerating them in order to gain additional supplies. And so... Oh, shoot. Ooh. And so they basically poo-pooed the whole idea that it was a real threat until it was way too late. We got another storage room here. Alright, inventory. Ammunition, miscellaneous combat supplies, non-edible, and blank holotapes. Requisition orders updated. Hello, responders. Please remember that the use and access of this storage room is now handled on a case-by-case basis. The purpose is to contain confiscated items and high-priority goods and gear. All inquiries and requisition requests are to be forwarded to responders' leadership. And as always, remember to lock up after you're done. Thanks for your understanding. Note on perishables. Hello responders, as this is now sealed containment, please do not store anything perishable in here. This includes food, drinks, even water. I know we've been keeping our most precious treats in here, love those fancy lads night cakes, but it's more important to share what we have with our fellow survivors. I'll be putting in a request to clean the storeroom of anything organic. You have 72 hours to retrieve your perishable items before they are redistributed. Thank you for understanding. Note on holotapes. Hello responders, the recent disappearance of holotapes has forced us to keep a tighter grip on our inventory. Holotapes are our most requested item. However, until further notice, holotapes are temporarily barred out on top-level orders only. All remaining unused holotapes are to be stored in airtight containers inside this room. Thanks for your understanding. I know we all need to get things off our chest now and then, but we need to keep an eye on this valuable resource. I think that the reason these things were disappearing was Das had been on Me's survivor stories, by the way. We'll open that. I don't know if she really had permission to be doing that. We got a holotape here of this responder's death. Sadly, we will play that real quick.
It's been a few hours. I can hear them clawing at the door. I locked myself in a storage closet, but I don't think the door opens from the inside. It's okay. Everything is okay. Acute stress reaction. Panic and emotional distress. Breathe. Breathe. I guess it's been 24 hours since the attack. The sound of combat is stopped. They're still outside. I have roughly 8 to 10 weeks. Provided source of fluids. Starvation onset within 10 days. Effects of psychological shock are ongoing, but repressed. I can worry about PTSD later. I believe it's been 3 days. 3 nights. I still can't unlock the door. Must conserve strength. Using energy to bang on the door or yell has proven wasteful. A source of fluid nourishment has not been found. No one is coming. No one is coming for me. My friends are all dead. Children were born into this violent world. And they left so violently from it. My God. You'll never leave. Don't. I feel hungry. Thirsty. No one is coming. First, umbilical, index finger, flex, MP joint. Oh, it hurts. Flex, MP joint. Extend, IP joint. And contract muscle. Oh, there we go.
So yeah, that was her committing suicide. Now, I don't actually think that was entirely necessary. And I say that because these walls are simply made out of drywall with wooden studs. It seems to me to have been entirely possible for her to simply have, I don't know, maybe even use this shelf to bash a hole in the wall. Hell, she could have used the gun to make a small hole in the wall and tear it open with her hands, but I think she would have still been dealing with the scorched at that point. Anyway, we'll come back in here. We have a note here on the floor, volunteer certificate. The Responders Outpost of Flatwoods, chartered by Responder Das Ben-Ami, hereby awards Colonel the Certificate of Absolutely Basic Survival Skills in recognition of the completion of the requisite courses of study in the Responder Survival Volunteer Program. Das Ben-Ami, Flatwoods Camp Supervisor. Okay, and then there's another note right here. Concerns. Dasa, I have serious concerns about the food everyone has been eating. Good lord, the cows have 2 heads. I'm taking over some of the local gardens to monitor the plants too. Maybe we shouldn't show anyone how to cook with this kind of food. Did you see the tomatoes? It's not right. Or maybe it is right. Now. Hell, I don't know anymore. And that was, I believe that right there was Reverend Delbert Winters. Before he kind of came around to the idea of using the things that they had available to them. Now, in the past, Maria Chavez could be found lying right here, holding a holotape in her hand. I believe that holotape is now right here. But what we're going to do is we're going to learn the fate of the responders, and then we're going to come back next time to learn about any of the remaining lore that's here, because I think we're already actually over the half-hour mark at this point. Overseer's log, Morgantown.
Overseer's log, Morgantown. I used to love coming here on weekends, taking flight lessons. Now it feels like I walked into a nightmare. Those scorched things are everywhere. I kept quiet. They didn't see me. I managed to observe them for a bit. Whatever this disease is, it seems to completely take over its host. The ones that used to be human, eventually they go rigid, like some kind of stasis. And if they stay like that for too long, they sort of burn up from the inside out. Vesuvius in reverse. I wondered what could possibly cause all this. And then I got my answer. It swooped down from the sky, screeching, breathing, infecting everything. I don't know how to fight this. But we need to consider all our options. Even the nukes. find the source of this scorched plague and wipe it from the map before it can leave Appalachia. But first things first, we can't let the disease spread to us. Looks like the responders were developing some kind of inoculation. I'm going to pick up their work. You should too. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Alright, so that should do it for this video. Next time we will come back here and we will learn about the inoculation project along with the remainder of the lore you can find here. Maria Chavez's last words here in this holotape. We're also going to talk to this gentleman who's now showed up to take a look at this, or to watch over this site. And there's more lore in here like this holotape and the report on the Harbor's Ferry attack and everything like that. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.